Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, August 22nd, 2024. This will be our chart lesson for today of the ES futures on the 2000 tick chart. Very bearish day as we can see. There's a few ways to look at this. There was kind of this bigger channel at play too, so I think there's a few ways to draw these. I simply drew the ones that were that looked the most promising for 3 touches or more. And so those are the ones I drew. Last 2 hours of the day were a trading range. Had some pretty good trades overall on today. So we'll go through them, check them out. Finally have a sell-off day. It's to be expected after our 2 pause days. So daily chart. And we're getting all the way up to our outer band here, as you can see. So to be expected. Okay, pre-market session here. Nice move up. You had your break, new high. Don't have any second entry long or anything in here, unfortunately. You can see kind of just a mess of price action. Market opens and it's sideways immediately. So you have 1, 2, and 3 touches here. Again, really no way to get in any of this. You're just watching it. Goes below the EMA here. Goes back to the previous swing low, as we can see. Tests the top of the range. Nice big move up. You do get a nice higher low here. This one's pretty tempting to take, but I think overall context-wise, it's not the appropriate place that you want to see it. Gets a nice move up here. Gets rejected. And then you just get a first entry long, pulls back. Basically just a simple bear flag, as we can see. And then this kind of right here, if you're not looking in hindsight, kind of might give you an idea of either A, this is a trading range, that's the way I saw it, and then B, once we get below that previous swing low there, eventually, then we are in a bearish trend for today. So as you have this move down here, you get a first entry, second entry, short failure, goes sideways. Really not much in here. I mean, this is all just congestion, tries to break out, fails. As you can see, the EMA is not being respected. It was respected here with the bear flag, which is a good signal, but not respected here as a failed breakout happened, sells off. And I think it also could have been more of a tighter range like this as well for that sideways movement. That being said, though, it does respect this trading range for a bit, and then I saw this first entry moves up, second entry short, off the key entry points here, which is going to be our trading range and our downward bearish khaki trend channel. So this one's pretty risky to take, but overall I think if you get in with a limit order, you would have got in if you just drop it right around here. It's a little sideways, your stop, try to put it above the signal bar, and expecting at least move back down to the lows here is reasonable. So I think that is a pretty decent second entry short. You just gotta know what you're doing. After you get this little double bottom here, you get a first entry, second entry short failure. So that would be a failed second entry short. Tried to sell off twice here. Nice big signal bar, big bullish bar. You have room up to the top of the trend channel. It does go a little higher, which is good to see, but that's what you're looking for. Do you have enough room? You do, and you get it. Definitely go with it on 1 tick above the big outside bull bar. After that, reset from the swing low here, you get a first entry, second entry short, and this kind of just really sets the tone for the day once you get this sell-off happening. But this second entry short here is, I mean, you are taking on a lot of risk when you go 1 tick below, but the probability of it trying to break out once, twice, 3 times, and then a second entry short happening with at least back down to the swing low, which seems reasonable, is a pretty high probability setup. Really no way to get a limit order, so just trail your stop with these. That's the best thing you can do. It's a nice second entry short there. And then same thing, kind of repeat pattern, bear flag pattern happens, sells off, goes sideways. Really nothing here that I see that looks good. Continues to sell off. We get below that swing low here of that support. Huge sell off. Then it goes below the previous day's low as well. You just get a first entry here. Nothing that you get. Unfortunately, no second entry short or anything like that, but gets a move down. You kind of get this double bottom, and then you also get a 2B pattern higher low. This higher low is pretty darn tempting to take. I think this is not horrible, but price is below the EMA, and there's not enough room up to the EMA with that higher low, so I think that's too risky of a trade to take overall. I think just hindsight, it was good to see. But then you do get a first entry, second entry short, and it's a failure. The failure is this doji bar, which I don't like, so not the best signal bar, but it is below the EMA, then above the EMA, which is good, and then rallies higher. You get a pause here, as we can see, moves higher, and then you get a 1, 2, and basically a 3 here. This bar trapped all of the bull traders, which is funny to see. And then this bar, I think, is worth entering on here. I think this one right there. Hope you guys can see that. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, so you get 1 test, 2 tests, and then if you're being patient, waiting for that 3rd test, enter when this bar closes and put your limit order there, expecting to move down to at least the EMA, which is going to be right at 2 points there. And then this thing just tanks. Just sells off all the way here. You get a little bit of a move down. You get your break, your new low, tries to correct a little bit, and then you get a first entry, second entry short, lower high, as we can see right at the key entry points. Previous day's low, the khaki bearish trend channel, and the 21 EMA. Pretty decent signal bar, not the best, it's not red, but overall good context. First entry, second entry short, lower high. Move it along here, then we get another really nice textbook. First entry, pulls back, second entry short, good signal bar with plenty of room down to the lows here. And you easily get your 10 ticks, 8 ticks, whatever you want to go for. So that one's pretty nice. After it gets all the way down to 55.86 here, as we can see, we just had this long bearish trend channel. Get some support, and then this is basically when it becomes a trading range for the rest of the day. But you get to move up, and then you get like an ascending triangle pattern kind of happening here. Tries to break out, fails, comes back down, just chops sideways for a while. I mean, there's really not much to say that's in here. You have your move up, it fails. You do get a first entry, second entry long, but not a good signal bar, not really where you're looking for a second entry long. Then it fails, tries to sell off, and then you get a really nice first entry, pulls back, second entry short with the first break of this downward trend channel. So textbook second entry short there, with plenty of room all the way down to the swing lows, as we can see. So you could go for more if you want, but then you get another first entry, second entry long, and it's a failure. This is pretty decent for this doji bar here, and you have a movement down to the swing low as well. This is a little sideways for me, but you can just see the context. Then you kind of realize that this is a trading range. Within a trading range, tries to break out, tries to break down, fails. You get a first entry. You get your move down, your break, your new low, failure. Last couple minutes of the day, they rally it, and that's basically where we stood for the remaining of the day. But that's how I saw it for today. Some pretty decent trades in there. Let me know how your guys' trading was. And of course, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.